Okay, welcome everyone to the part 2 of the Proton Saga project that I'm having here. Okay, so what I'm going to teach you guys is how to remove the seat on Proton Saga, okay, and also the interior, the panels and stuff like that. And we are trying to remove the entire carpet. So first, you can see I just pulled out the cover and you'll be exposed with one bolt, and that's a cap nut. If you are wondering what type of nut is that. So always start off with a breaker bar, right? I here's my here's my pet peeve. I never like using ratchet. I always love using breaker bar. That's where I can feel the bolt is in a good condition, or previously the owner or any accessory shop opened the bolt and they fuck it up. With breaker bar you can feel it. Okay, you can feel the tightness of the bolt. Okay, with ratchet, even though there's a slight resistance on the bolt, you will feel like it's tight, so that's different. So yeah, take that note. Okay, all right, and there you go. There's the seat belt, the sensor that comes out on your dashboard. Okay, so you can pull that off. Okay, in order to pull that off, you just have to press on it. Okay, let me show you. You just have to press that way and just pull it out. Okay, pretty straightforward. And also I always remove the headrest, so it gives me a little more room to actually remove the seat. Okay, and again there's another cover here, remove that. And also guys, please be very careful with your hand because of the sharp edges over there. All right, then you'll be end up bloody hands like how I did last time. So keep that in mind. All right, as you can see now, I'm removing the bolt. Yeah, I know it's taking too much of time, but I'm sorry guys. Okay, right. Yeah. See, it's still tight. Okay, that's where I know that it's not really lubed and it's tight lah, basically. Now you remove that, and the other side here. Okay, in order to access this side, you have to remove the center console. So if you want to know how to remove the center console, watch my part 1 video where I explain the entire process of removing the center console. It's quite straightforward and very easy. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of rust, and God knows what kind of gooey shit is that, but it's disgusting. So, well, if you are particular about your hygiene and stuff like that, you can use a glove, but for me, it doesn't really matter lah. Okay, so now I'm adjusting the tripod there so you can see how I remove the seat. Okay, still adjusting, get the camera angle right. Okay, so that's my fat ass. There you go, that's my fat ass over there. Okay, now lift that up. Okay, make sure you be extremely careful when you remove seat. You do want the seat rail to be scratching your door panel and all the stuff like that, because I'm so used to removing seats, so I know the angle well. Okay, so when you guys are trying out the first, try to put a towel or something. Okay, so right now, as you can see, just now I'm trying to remove the panel. So okay, so I was trying to remove the panel here, but I couldn't. Okay, the reason why is Proton is so bloody brilliant. Okay, I have to remove the rear seat. Okay, I think I will show you how to pull out the rear seat here. Or what am I doing here? What am I doing? Oh, okay, I think I'm trying to remove the panel in the front. Okay, as you can see there. All right, at the side there, okay, there is a screw. You have to remove that screw. Okay, like what I'm doing now. Damn, I'm balding lah, day. Okay, never mind lah. Age is catching up. Okay, so yes, straightforward. Panels are out, and yeah, same issue I guess that side also, because I'm trying to see what is it holding up over there. Okay, then I came to my senses and I was thinking, okay, there might be something. All right, so in order to remove the seat, the rear seat, okay, you have to pull the, the what is that? You can see that black color thing. I'm not very sure what's the name of it lah. Okay, so you have to pull. It will unlatch the locking mechanism for your rear seat. Okay, and then yeah, you can see now. What am I doing? Guys, I'm so sorry that the hall. I mean the porch is very messy. So right, so you have to remove the two screws. Okay, be gentle lah. No need to be so hard on it lah. Okay, because the car is old. You don't want any plastic to be broken or scratched and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like everything is out. So can remove the carpet. And also please remove the seat belt. You can see that the seat belt is hanging over there, so you have to remove that in order to get access to remove the carpet. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out which way to pull the best. Okay, right, you can see a little bit more, I guess, and it will be out. Okay, looks like I'm having a tough time, but I'm not sure why. So yeah, that's how you remove the carpet out. And you can see how dirty the floor is. So that's like the leftover carpet residual. It will stick with the bitumen from the manufacturer. Okay, so you can remove all that, make sure it's clean. All right, so the first stage of cleaning begins with vacuuming. I mean, you guys know how anal I am when it comes to cleaning. I really take my time to clean the surface. Okay, if it's dirty and if it's greasy, don't be lazy. Start with proper cleaning. That is the key element when you're doing soundproofing, because once you stick the soundproofing material, that's it. There is no other barrier to, I mean, in between the dirt and your soundproofing material. So once the moisture is in and stuff like that, you're going to have much more headache with corrosion and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, take your time and clean, and voila, that's how it looks after you vacuum and proper cleaning and stuff like that lah. I'm not sure whether I applied alcohol or not, but I assume I did. I mean, I did, but I'm not sure which clip is it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to apply now. So, or maybe perhaps I did. I'm not very sure. This video was quite a backdated video, so yeah. You can see now, I think I've already, I already applied the alcohol and rub it off already. That's why it looks immaculately clean. Okay, so and then once you rub it off with a clean surface, once you applied alcohol and you clean the surface, take a rag, a clean one. Okay, go through it again, wipe it again and make sure it's clean and stuff like that. And then this is my way of doing it. I like to re-vacuum for the second time, just to make sure that whatever that fabric or a little bit of like micro dust where you can't see, it will be there still. No matter how much you clean, that there will be there, it will be there. Okay, so cleaning again, vacuum. And then if you are rajin enough, you can vacuum, you can clean with alcohol, you can vacuum and go one more round with alcohol. That depends how you guys want to do it. This is the way I do it, so not necessarily you have to follow. And then yeah, that's about it. So then there you go, I'm taking my time and cleaning, just layan. Okay, so I should have skipped this video. I mean, I should have speed up this video, but well, you guys see lah how it is lah. This is how it is. All right. My God, this video is not ending lah. Okay, never mind. All right. Tarma, enough lah. What is this lah? Okay, done. Okay, video's done. Okay, next clip. Now you can see that I'm sticking the first layer of the soundproofing material. Okay, I mean, you guys seen me doing this thousands of times. Okay, any car is the same basic principle. Make sure you press it down and use a roller and roll it over. Okay, don't just stick with your hand and be an idiot. Okay, it's not going to stick properly. You see, okay, now you saw I cut a little hole over there. That is when you have a little bubble, you have to poke it out the bubble. Okay, so what happens when you have bubble in between your structure and your soundproofing material? There will be moisture in the air, and that moisture is good enough to start a small pot of corrosion. Okay, so then it will elongate and elongate and elongate, and you can't see it after that because it is covered with the soundproofing material. So basically you are fucked if you do that. Okay, so please keep that in mind. All right, so that's about it, and this is the end result. So I added a second layer on top of it, which is the Autofun, and this is how the first layer looks like. All right, so yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope everyone have a great day ahead, and please like and subscribe my channel. See you guys on the next video.